Welcome everyone. Pre-market prep at the close here. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin. Joel, it's been a bit of an interesting day. It was an okay day. It wasn't the most interesting day until about 3 o'clock, and then it became very interesting, I think, over the past half hour or so. What say you?
Confluence of factors here in the market, Spencer. Number one, and I know you don't like to talk about it, but sell Rosh Hashanah by Yom Kippur is coming up in a couple days. That's one factor. Also, the shenanigans that go on in the markets during rollover, which I'll never fully understand. And third, you had, I don't know why people are reacting to what Jerome Powell says. Don't we already know this information? Isn't this old information? What he said about interest rates and everything. So it's just a whole bunch of hogwash here. Whatever way you take it, big reversal in the markets today. We made a new high for the rebound since we made that 32.86 low last week. They pulled the rug. Here you are. Currently at 35.75.5. I do not expect that to hold up here during the last few minutes of the session. I think you got a lot of people scratching their head after this key reversal today. Big move for crude oil, rebound inventory. This is the kind of move that I want to see. I will figure my 50% retracement here from 43 and change. Get a couple days of consolidation, and then we will all prepare for another leg down in the crude oil market. Gold still flopping around under 2,000. Really can't get near that. 1983.80 was the high, 57.20 the low. It's down $1. Silver's down 20 cents. Bitcoin back over 11,000. That's the futures. Buy a nickel up $190. So not a bad day here for Bitcoin.
All right, Joel, how you feeling here? Because you said before that you took some heat today. We were talking about how this market seems to do the same thing where it just gaps up overnight, opens at the high or near the high.
I don't like those overnight pumps. I just don't like them. And they did it 3 days in a row. There's no real buyers. When you get these overnight pumps and the SPOOs open up 20, 30 handles, people are forced to buy the stocks because of where the indexes are. I like to see the price action where you just move up incrementally and you have real buyers here. If not, you get the vacuums that you have here in the market. So I was just prepared for some rollover volatility and some heat. And we'll see. I mean, I think tonight's session, I think that if you're coming in here with your blinders on, and we very well could be up 20, 25 handles, I think you might be disappointed. I don't know if we're going to have a big down open. I'll be queuing in at 6 p.m., but it's just, I just don't like those overnight moves. They usually don't hold up, especially during a rollover. So we'll see. Lot of bad price action in some of the big boys. Yeah. And that's what I was looking at. When the SPOOs were making new highs, you had Apple in the red.
Yep.
I think this has a date with 110 coming up. You had Microsoft in the red. I haven't looked at the levels in this one lately, but it's holding 200. Amazon was in the red. These are the stocks that led us there. That's a bad looking chart here for, look at this 3,100 in Amazon. There is a level for you, folks. These lows at 3,100, just under 3,100. Under it now. You need this to regain 3,100 here. Or you could have a date with 3,000.
Show us your chart. Show us your chart.
Man, I get so excited. I forgot to show you the chart here. Okay. Check this out. Look at this 3,000. I'm not even going to give you the exact levels, folks. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to see here. This is 3,100, not 3,000. 3,100. Major support level, 3 highs in the same area. And, Facebook, I guess the Kardashians being off Instagram for one day is really bad for their business.
Oh, it's the FCC investigation. Come on.
Oh, I thought it was because the Kardashians and who else were off it for one day. That's what I thought. I thought that was the reason. I didn't know it had anything to do with that. But this has real good support at 260. It's still holding 260. That will keep the uptrend intact here for Facebook. Google was hanging in there the longest, but that gave way, and that's in the red too. So we lost some leadership here. That's what led us up. That's what led us down. So Let's see if they can lead us back to higher levels over the next few days.
Yeah, and so all summer long, we talked about the lack of breadth and the leadership of the same 6 stocks, right, leading us higher. Now that maybe that leadership is weakening, maybe it is. I'm not saying for sure if it is, but it is at least today. Now what?
Yeah, I mean, you lose your leaders. Everyone was waiting for the rebound, and off this, just couple days sell off, just go right back to old time highs. And sometimes it's just not that easy. I think that there's other dynamics going on in the markets besides this expiration and the other factors. But man, oh man, I just don't think it's going to be a clear road. I think you're going to have a lot of volatility between now and the election. And I think you're going to get a lot of volatility after that. Well, SPOOs are turning around here, maybe not ending on the low of the session, trying to get back to unchanged here. We got about 20 points off the low there. So nice bounce off the
We have
75
we have a new leader too. It's going to be now FANGs, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, and Snowflake is the S, because SNOW. Wow, I can't remember an IPO like this. An IPO that was as large as Snowflake. Actually, it's not even the only one today because there was the other one there. But I want to start with Snowflake here. The largest software IPO ever. IPO a week ago was said to be priced at around $80 a week ago. The IPO price was 120. The opening price, remember, 120 was your IPO price. The opening price was 245. It got as high as 319, and now it's back down in the 260s. So I cannot remember an IPO of that size making a move like that.
I wish I could have got you in Triple D for some wagers, because you were like, 140, 150. I said the thing's going to 1,000. I didn't think it was going to 300. I mean, now look at it. Now it's tame. Now it's like, look at this. It's consolidating here. I'll go out on a limb here. I'll say 260 support here in the issue, and resistance just under 290. But man, if you were buying that thing in the first 15 minutes and then the second, bracket, I mean, if you're good at those trading things, I'll take one out of Triple D's books. If you're good at those trading those things and you can make money and you can control your risk and reward ratio, then go right ahead. But man, oh man, what the pricing on that, the jam. I mean, the people were selling they probably couldn't get there was probably the kind of market where when it was going up here, you put an order in to sell at 280 and you probably get done at like 290. And then you throw it out at 290, you probably get done at 300. I mean, if you get into those kind of situations where you have a lot of stock and you get something going like that and you want to sell, I mean, just sell, just get it out there, because once it turned, I mean, how many shots did you have on the way back down to hit it at 280, 200 or 290, 300, 310? So, tactics for everybody, trading different size, but boy, oh boy, this is going to be a fun one to watch.
And then Frog too. The company is called JFrog. The ticker is FROG. IPO priced at $44. Shares opened at $71. And at some points throughout the morning, it was indicated as high, I saw, as 151. They never got there. But
what do they do?
It's also software. So IPO priced at 44, opened it at opened at 70 or 71, and got
this kind of reminds me of the Lyft IPO here. I mean, it's a different sector and everything, but man, that's a bad candle. A lot of people got burned in that one. So I would be careful here on this one. Don't trade IPOs anyways, but wow, what a different looking chart. And look at Lyft here. Come on, I drew this trend line a while ago. This baby's hanging in here, trying to get into it. Look at that. Holy mackerel! I gotta get a hold of Gary and find out, because I've lost my my knack here on charting all the lines. But no, not a frog and in Snowflake going in opposite directions. S&Ps took a little look at unchanged there, and then boom, reverse. We're back in the mid 3380 handle here. 9 minutes to go left in the session.
And then you and I were just talking before we came on about FedEx and Adobe. We were wondering when they were ever going to sell these things ever again. Well, we got our answer with Adobe at the open.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, did they pull the rug out from Adobe investors here. High price stock, big run. Let me look at the pre-market trading. I didn't look at this one as closely as I did as the FedEx. But boy, just straight down. What's your ninth? Oh, little pop off the open, then you came down. Still making a new all-time high by a wide margin. It's just more sellers than buyers. And then FedEx, Triple D commented on that. Big run up, 260. I thought there was a sneaky seller at 260. He didn't even get a shot, or she didn't even get a shot in the regular session. Still a good day, not an all-time high. Just a little bit too far, too fast heading into the report.
All right, let's go to the chat. We had someone ask us earlier. They emailed us actually about. I think it was it LTHM? Was that the one that I wrote down?
Yes, you did.
All right, make sure I got my notes right. It was Livent LTHM down 3.5, 3.25, or 3.75% today. Didn't see any news on it specifically. They caught a buy rating. Actually, I'm sorry, that was a month ago. Forget that. No news today on Livent. We were asked about it. I mean, I guess.
What do you want to know about it? I own it. I don't even know where I own this.
It's in an uptrend.
Yeah, I think I own this thing at like $7. I bought it because of our buddy Gene Munster. It's a lithium battery play. I'm probably never going to sell it. So if you ask me where I'm going to sell it, I'm going to tell you I'm not going to sell it. I don't know if I'm buying anymore. It just, it had a big run. It went 8 and change up to over 950. What's the high today? It's not a good candle. I would say if you're just a short-term person and you're, a worried word here, I would see how this thing acts tomorrow and the rest of the week. It got up to 976. Was that buy rating today, or was that a couple days ago?
No, I misread the pro. It was like a month ago.
A month ago? Okay. Not a good trading day. To go up to lose 75 cents, that means someone's selling. Is it a one-day thing? I don't know. But not a good candle. You haven't seen a big red candle. I mean, you had this big red candle on the way up, but it reversed it the next day. So I would say keep an eye on your closing price, your parameters today. If you're nervous about this issue, tomorrow should let you know whether or not, it's just a one-off here. We're going to make a move towards $10. Or we got some room, major support at 850. I mean, look at all those lows. 8 institutions, that's where they backed up the truck. So if you go into a retreat, 850, and that's only 50 cents away here. Not liking the way that chart's looking short term, but whatever you want to do is okay with me.
Hey, Miss Lucia asking about Costco. I've now looked at the Costco chart in about 3 weeks. I haven't been to Costco in like 2 months, but it looks the exact same as all the other ones do.
Yeah, it pulled back. Sellers a little bit trapped above 350. I'll give you a level for Costco, 344. You want to see that hold 344. You're at 44 even right now. Taking out yesterday's low at 44.22. Current low today, 43.71. Tired. Chart, nice run. Looks tired to me. Finally broke out. We were waiting for this thing to break out. Your next stopping point, if this market gets a little giddy over the next couple of days, 36.10 I see as a next daily support level. I see a little there at 42.75, 40.47. Those are only one, single lows. 36.10 I like a little bit better than that. So here we are. We're back on the lows. I told you they rallied 20 points in my face, but here we are back on the lows of the session.
All right, keep Costco on your radar for a potential pre-earnings run. They finally will report. They report on the 24th after the bell, so that's 8 days from now. We've seen plenty of pre-earnings runs in this earnings season, so keep this one on your radar. Could be.
All right. What else you want to cover? We got 4 minutes left here.
Yeah, let's go to the chat. What else do I got here?
Nicola.
Okay.
We've been calling that one pretty good here. Haven't we? I mean, come on, give us some credit where credit's due. Everyone likes to hop on us when we're wrong. I've been preaching that $30 level, right? And it's there. It's holding in there, bouncing $3 off it. So you want to get it away from there is what you want. But what's low today? Today's low is 30 and a quarter, or 30 and a quarter. You got there early in this open there, 30.39. So next time through, I don't know, but pair of highs in the same area. Got to get over 35. I mentioned that 35.66. That was the high before, or the close before GM got involved.
I was going to say, you know who's sweating this one out more than anyone is the team at GM that did this deal. Those guys are sweating this one out hard. $35 was the close there. The day before the deal was announced. I'll be watching that. Okay, seen several people ask about Shopify. Should I just assume it's at all? No.
Not bad day. Bad day here for shopping. Actually, I wrote an article up on this one yesterday, and I don't like to read, go too all in on my articles. But
I missed. They had an offering. I missed.
Oh, really?
Oh,
when?
Wait, was it? It could be that they just priced it. So they priced a 1.1 million share offering. No. These are for Class A shares, which is not.
That was yesterday. I know, and I thought that was dilutive, and that's why I thought I got a little bearish on it. But they rallied in my face, and they got up. I don't know. This make a new low of the move here. In a falling market to do an offering after that kind of run. I don't like this one. I don't know if I'd want to short it in the hole like this.
Okay, yeah. The news this morning was that they priced the offering. The offering itself was announced yesterday, which is why we didn't discuss it this morning. Though we should have perhaps 900 was the price they gave for the class. They're going to sell 1.1 million shares.
They might have to lower that. Street doesn't like it. Dilution down $41, making a new low for the move. I think that you get a look at 900 there, and that's going to be some good resistance.
Speaking of dilution, I don't know if you looked at NextEra today, NEE. Talked about this one the last couple of days, but right back, it's kind of a round trip here.
Round tripper. Yep. Boy, oh boy. I don't know. We were supposed to do an article on that one. I was going to make that the stock of my day, but boy, oh boy, people got left holding the bag on that one. Better hold 280. That's all I have to say. The old stock split, and then we're going to jam you with an offering. Not very nice by NEE. I might take them off my screen.
Not nice. That's right. Not nice.
If I was going to short a utility, I think that would be it. Full disclosure, I do not have a position in NEE.
Perfectly legal, just not very nice of them. It's what you should.
Not very nice. Not very nice.
All right, 340, 359 here, and
new lows going into the close. New lows.
Okay, so that's how we're going to end the day here.
Yeah, I said I was going to do lows when we were at 35.80, and we only went to 35.95. And so, boy, fasten your seatbelts. Should be an interesting overnight. Do you want to sneak one more in here before the close? It's closed.
L. Smith wants to know if we can look at Wynn. Okay, haven't looked at Wynn for a hot second.
Boom, man. I mean, trading range here. As of late on the monthly charts, pretty last 2 months lows. Where are they at? Come on, give me those monthly lows. $70, 67 to 70s buy range. Top of the range, 91 to 90, kind of in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I don't know. Are people going back into casinos? I mean, this stock, remember when Steve Wynn was, he put the topper in this one when he had all those problems, right?
He's gone now. So.
Yeah, I mean, online gaming, I mean, you might be better off, and even though stocks have had big runs, Donkey Kong and Penn, I don't know. It's not a good looking chart. Maybe if you're a fine tuner, a scalper, swing trader, you got some levels to trade that off. But to me, the chart just doesn't look good. You're getting into some open territory here on the downside.
Speaking of the gaming space and sports betting and DraftKings and all these things, we'll have Will Hershey on our show tomorrow. He's the co-founder and CEO of Roundhill Investments. It's an ETF firm. They've got the Nerd ETF, which is so they've got Bets, which we'll talk about, which is their sports betting ETF, BETZ. They've got Deep, which is a deep value play. And then you've got your Nerd, which is your esports ETF. So we'll talk about this space tomorrow with Will at 8:35 and then Mark Chaikin at 8:15. And that is a wrap for us here. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Please remember all the information from our show meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. If you liked our advice, hit that like button. If you didn't like our advice, hit the like button anyway, because we appreciate that.
Hey, no one disliked us. We're making friends. Now I'm going to do that. People are going to go crazy. All right, folks. Overnight, let's see. Boy, oh boy. Monday's Global slow down at 33.36 and a quarter. That's the next daily low I have for you. Have a good night.
Have a good one, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Of course, someone